claim the firstborn. That's rude. Attack in with everything. I mean, Embercleave is a lot. Do these have reach? I forgot that these guys have reach. All right, we win. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we're trying to play around Skycat Sovereign here today. 2 mana, 1/1 flyer, but whenever it gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with flying. So there's a couple different ways to go about this. You can just go like fill the board crazy with a bunch of 1s and 2 drops, which I think is a really good way to go. But I decided to go a little bit different with this deck because I wanted to also play some of the other flyers that we got in here. With our Evercool Phoenix, also destroy a perfect life form, or Sprite Dragon. I feel like they filled in the slots pretty well for the Jeskai flyers, which I've always wanted to play a good Jeskai flyers deck. We still have Safari on the top end, which you can pay 1, tap 4 untapped creatures you control with flying rather than paying the spells convert mana cost. So, and then all other creatures with flying get indestructible. So we are still trying to fill up our board. We have a bunch of 1 drops, a bunch of 2 drops, Empyrean Eagles, and we kind of just like fill up the top end a little bit here with our Evercool Phoenix. We have our Aurelia, we have Safara, we have a bunch of ways to draw us cards so that we can actually put counters onto Sprite Dragon. Winged Words, Gust of Wind, which is a new card here. It costs 2 less if you control a creature with flying, so always 2 for us. And then return non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand, and you get to draw a card. Busted. Okay. So this is actually this is like what was it? Blink of an Eye, I think it was the card that you could kick it for 2 extra mana. So for 4 mana, being able to bounce something, draw a card was something people did often. Being able to do both sides of it for only 2 mana in this deck is insane. And so very powerful card for us there. So I'm actually dropping 2 copies of Winged Words for that. I still think that having the ability to draw 2 cards every once in a while is nice. You know, I'm going to go 1 copy of that and 3 copies of Gust of Wind. So we have some interaction here. Rally of Wings, untap all creature you control. Creatures with flying get +2/+2. It's just really good. And so that's basically the reason to play this. We have our Lord here with Empyrean Eagle as well. I'm deciding to go a little bit more towards these flying hasty creatures so that we can have the aggressive feel to this. If we have an Empyrean Eagle out, if we have a Rally of Wings, these can just win us games pretty easily, so that we can actually swing in and keep damage going with our hasty stuff. Same type of thing with our Evercool Phoenix is for 4 mana we can equip it onto or mutate it onto our Healer's Hawk and give it haste basically with lifelink, and that might just be worth enough to finish games. So I think 2 copies here, and the fact that it can bring itself back for 1 mana if we do mutate it makes it really worthwhile. So anyway, this is the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Up against Jin Wolf, and I'm trying this out straight away. I haven't even played this deck yet once, and we're gonna jump right into, and so many lands. I think we keep some. I mean, like, we have really good cards, the ones we have. Jumping right into Mythic though, and it's obviously going to be amazing. So pass the turn. Oh, I should have switched over to those lands. I actually have these backs because we have a flyer there, and it's up in the mountains and everything. It's just so pretty. Rally of Wings might be a kind of fun gotcha card, but we're gonna go for Gust of Wind as well. Okay, Skycat Sovereign. It's a good block for Knight of the Even Legion. Swing in. Hopefully no Heartless Axe here. But we've got a 2/2. It's pretty sweet. What they could try to do here is like play a land, swing in, we block, and then they Heartless Act after we block the Sailor. So if they swing in here, I'm probably just not going to block. Okay, they have Lava Coil. That's fine too, I guess. We get to Gust of Wind next turn. Maybe after they try to pump. Oh, it's Sorcery Speed. Okay, that is one issue with this. It's Sorcery Speed. It's a great card, but I kind of forgot to check for that part of it. Swing in, down to 18, pass the turn. I'm using it right away because I'd rather actually use these and do good things with them. Dreadhorde Witcher. Okay. Down to 16. Bounce this again. Man, we need to hit something good. So many stinking lands. We're only running 23 in this deck. All right, swing in. I'm actually going to use Rally of Wings maybe as a way to block here. We need to be able to, like, at this point with how many lands we've drawn, they're going to have interaction, we will not, so we need to get as many things off the battlefield as possible. Okay, they bring out Dreadhorde Butcher, perfect. And Robber of the Rich. Okay. We're gonna let them take a card. If it's action here, I'm gonna be so angry. All right, actually, their thing triggers now. All right, so now they don't have more cards than us. We block Robber of the Rich or Dreadhorde Butcher here. You can also get Knight of the Even Legion while we... Knight of the Even Legion is going to be annoying. Man, every one of these cards is a really good one to block. Robber of the Rich is meh, so it's one of these two. Dreadhorde Butcher, can we deal with it after this next turn? Maybe better than Knight of the Even Legion. I think we block Knight of the Even Legion. It's a tough call, but I think that's the better play. We can potentially just trade off with this. Man, we have not drawn well at all. We have so many big things. All right, let's actually check this out. Oh, can't see our deck right now, I guess. No attacks, pass the turn. We want to be attacking aggressively, but with Dreadhorde Butcher, we don't win the race. And so double blocking is going to be better. Okay, sack Healer's Hawk. We have enough mana to start drawing cards here. And so I guess we do that. Knigget of the Ebon Legend. Gust of Wind. And how many of those were on the top? We only have 3 of them in the deck. We've seen all of them already, which, I mean, I like the card a lot. I'm actually have been impressed with it. I just don't know if we can come back here now. If we get to, like, hard cast the Sephara. All right, well, it looks like our plan is to hard cast the Sephara. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Steamkin. We need to have creatures to not be dead. All right, so if they have removal and pump Knight of the Even Legion, I think we're dead. Taking 2 though here is brutal, especially with all right, we're gonna try to keep one of these guys alive. Play it in, pass the turn, no attacks. Sephara for next turn. We have a 7/7 with lifelink. That's a very big deal. And then these guys are amazing blockers for the rest of the game. Claim the Firstborn. Come on, deck. Legion. Oh my goodness. Can we survive here? And Rally of Wings. Oh my goodness. Well, we block the biggest thing. We get back our Lightning Storm Kin down to 0. Okay. That was just rude. And I'm not blaming the opponent at all. I think we actually had a shot of coming back. Like our deck gave us hope almost the turn that we, after drawing 7 lands, that was just okay, up against Kasuterman. Bring on Kasuterman. Yeah, we'll keep this. It's a little bit funky, but we'll keep it. We get Sprite Dragon right away. We get to put a counter onto it with Gust of Wind or Empyrean Eagle. And then if we get to hit a few more creatures along the way, Sephara can come out for pretty cheap. Luris as well. Witch's Oven. Well, interesting. Sprite Dragon. It does have haste, so we shall swing. A little fairy dragon. So cute. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Okay. Gust of Wind, Priest. Get a counter, draw a card, slow them down a little bit. We have our 4 creatures to get out Safara. If all these can stay alive. We get a land. Let's go ahead and pay 2, just in case. I'd rather get creatures out. I'm fine shocking ourselves for that right now. Down to 17 past the turn. Empyrean Eagle for next turn, or is it just Aurelia? Starting to mentor would be really nice. And gain a bunch of life. We're so close to being able to just use Safara. Okay. Pay 2. Yeah, I think we get out Aurelia here. Skycat Sovereign will be amazing, but this is better. We get to gain a lot of life. And then if they sack something, we're kind of okay with it. Hopefully there's no Mayhem Devil. Mayhem Devil would be very bad for us. Okay, down to 12, up to 19, past the turn, and we get to keep an Aurelia. I mean, Aurelia will close out the game in 3 turns. So as long as that survives, I mean, we should be able to close this out. Lurrus can come out. Fenlurker. Well, at this point, the worst card is Sovereign. It's sad, because that's what we came to play. I mean, we get to see the Sprite Dragon here. Empyrean Eagle into Safara is still the best. Oh, no! Okay, so real quick here. So Priest of Forgotten Gods, gonna sack here. We lose Healer's Hawk. So we're pretty far away from Safara anyway. So in this case, we sack Healer's Hawk and we drop the Safara. It pains me to say it, but we do drop it. We have a chance of running into more of them. Drats. Mire Triton, okay. And we come really close to just winning the game here. Oh, Rally of Wings. Okay, Mentor, so 4 plus 3, so 7. This gets a counter 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're up to 14 though. Alright, just because Priest of Forgotten God's out here. I guess we play that. They get to Lurrus. Okay, onto Aurelia. All attack. So much damage. Yeah, so if they hadn't gained the 2 life from the Mire Triton, we had lethal with the Rally of Wings. But yeah, the gain 2. It's a good play. Priest of Forgotten Gods does so much stinking work. So they can play Lurrus here, sacrifice stuff. They're not going to be able to win. We know Rally of the Wings. I mean, if they make us discard, it's annoying. But what's on board? I don't know how they can have enough removal to deal with everything here. Ooh, claim the Firstborn. That's rude. That's very rude. Makes us lose 2 things. As long as we get to keep Aurelia, though, I mean, with Rally of Wings, we win. So, sacrifice Empyrean Eagle. Do they have enough now to Croxa? No, they don't have double red. They could still play Croxa. I guess they can play Lurrus and Croxa. Oh my gosh. Lurrus and Croxa. Or Fenlurker. Croxa's the best one. Dude, this deck is... I hate playing against it right now. It's really powerful. Lurrus definitely adds to it. I mean, we know that they only have things that are cheap, but it doesn't matter. Everything is so good. So I was worrying about Mayhem Devil. I shouldn't have been. Lurrus is over in the sideboard there. Well... something else to get sacrificed. That's nice. Maybe flashing it in would have been better for the 1 point of damage. But they have Luris here to gain them life. Down to 1 past the turn. Oh, come on, deck. They only get to play one of those things. If they have another claim the Firstborn, I'll be very angry. Plays Mountain. They've hit every land drop, so maybe they have another land or 2 in hand. 3. They can gain life up to 6. We can't quite finish it. Actually, we do if they don't get to kill Spectral Sailor. Okay, Mire Triton. Claim the Firstborn into the graveyard. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Okay, okay. Sacrifice something. So, okay, we don't quite have them here. Because they gain life from the Mire Tritons. And they can gain life here if they wanted. Could they have Deadweight? They gain 3 more. I'm totally fine killing Luris, though. Luris has been the bane of our existence here. They get Kroxa for next turn, which means... Cycle? Well, we get to lose that as well. Dang it, man. They're actually... I think they're going to win this one. This is making me very angry. Like, I thought for sure we were going to win this. This deck is... If they get Priest of Forgotten Gods out on turn 2, like, I just don't even know how you win against this. Unless we have removal. And this deck just isn't running enough. Or, yeah. We also just haven't run into it very much. Did we Gust of Winds earlier? Yes, we did. But now they get to bring back Kroxa, which, if they don't have a creature, okay, Luris comes back. Now Kroxa, then Priest of Forgotten Gods, we lose everything, and life is terrible. For the love. And it has Death Touch and Menace. Alright, so our hope is that they go for Mire Triton instead here. Mire Triton will gain them life. Kroxa is good, but it's only worthwhile if they sacrifice the Luris. So, like, their best chance here is probably just to try to stay alive against this Aurelia. Which, if they go for that, then... Oops. Okay, Kroxa comes out. Yeah, they sacrifice. That is the best play. And they gain two mana. Dude, Priest of Forgotten Gods is just so flipping good. If it gets to do its thing, it's so powerful. How many cards has that thing killed? I don't want to count. Oh, come on. Pass the turn. Now Kroxa comes back, and I think we've lost it. And they got the Cauldron Familiar. Of course, they've got the Cauldron Familiar. Kroxa from hand. We take 3. We get to swing in. They'll probably keep 1 up. Or I guess they'll sack now. Take 2. Draw cards. Play more things. Now they can bring Kroxa back from the graveyard. Now. Yeah, okay, that's good. We go down to 3. We go down to 2. So the Kroxa actually was game. They could have won with the Kroxa there as well. Yeah, good game. They can also replay Cauldron Familiar, sack stuff. Okay, yeah, there's lots of ways of losing. Gosh dang it. Up against Shamash. Yeah, this is a pretty good hand. It's a little bit awkward with the the slow land, but I think that we play it on turn 3 actually here. So keep this. We get to go Healer's Hawk, Sky Cat Sovereign, play this tapped. We have Spectral Sailor. If we have like Safar or something like that, or Aurelia on turn 4 will be really nice. So I am going to focus on getting out Healer's Hawk here though, past the turn. We could also play it on turn 2 and just like flash out Spectral Sailor, but I feel like getting this a big boy will be nice. Back in. They're playing red, which means Stomp for the Skycat Sovereign is also annoying. So maybe now we flash in Spectral Sailor. We get a big hit with Skycat Sovereign on the next turn. Alright, play this tap, pass the turn. Also, I mean, if we run into too many lands, being able to cycle that would have been nice. Robber of the Rich. Okay, how many cards do they have? They have 5, and we have 5, so it's fine. But they have 6. Yeah, okay. So this is looking like mono red. And they're taking their time deciding to attack. Hope of Light or something like that, whatever that card is, would also be pretty nice to play soon. Let's go with, I guess, our tapped land while we can. I'm going to hold on to this for scrying. Apices. Swing in. Down to 17, past the turn. We go up to 18. Aurelia is going to pump up Healer's Hawk next turn. Fervent Champion. Yeah, can attack. Aurelia. Another Skycat Sovereign seems pretty nice here too, but we'll go for Aurelia. Gain the life. Attack in with everything. I mean, Embercleave is a lot. Do these have reach? I forgot that these guys have reach. Oops. Oh my gosh. The random reach cards always throw me off, and I always forget about them. A Skycat Sovereign, Sprite Dragon. If we don't hit anything, I'd rather have a cycle for next turn, so I'm actually thinking we go aggressive right now. All attack. This still does have reach. But if we pump here... Let's see here, actually. Okay, so they can kill Sprite Dragon if they want to, but they're going to trade off with it if they do. We get in for 6 if they don't. Okay. It doesn't do a ton for them anyway. And now they don't have any reachers, so we can create a token here or draw a card. We could technically play a creature and create something, so I guess we play this out. If we hit something, it's better. Runaway Simkin. No stomps. Taxon, yeah, no blocks at all. No blocks. We have lethal in the air, so I mean, we take it down to 18. What's the last play? They had something at instant speed. All right, we win. Man, forgetting about the reach there was brutal. All right, activate ability. Attack in for 12. Dude, these guys feel really strong. That's the difference too. I mean, like, being on the play against mono red versus being on the draw, like, we can actually win aggro with an aggro deck on the play. But on the draw, that would have been a much different game. And that's why I understand playing best of 3 is sometimes more fun. You can bring in different cards, different things. Adding like Flame Sweep from the sideboard would be really nice. Like, I don't think it's great to have, like, in the format right now, I'm not sure it's worth having in the main board. but having it in the sideboard would be busted. All right, Big Black Lotus 69. We can only play, let's see, Spectral Sailor into Winged Words. We don't have any white mana, which makes this really awkward. But if we get to actually play Winged Words and draw into white mana and a lot of other things, maybe it's worthwhile. We'll mulligan for a bit better hand. This is good. We'll drop the Lightning Stormkin. We get to draw cards here. Rally of Wings is really nice. Start with the Triome. Yeah, we'll start with the Triome. Pass the turn. Hollow Fountain tapped. Pass the turn. Flash in Spectral Sailor. So this card completely shuts down the Garuda decks. Not completely, but like Luris, it shuts off all the companion stuff, which is actually really important. All right, Empyrean Eagle. Swing in. Down to 18. Second Empyrean Eagle is going to be sweet into Rally of Wings. That's pretty close to just lethal, I think, in a couple turns here. Didn't hit land drop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yeah, opponent keeps it up. There we go. Sweet. Okay, up against Gadian and loving this hand. This is sweet. I really like Rally of Wings with the Sprite Dragon. Making it a 4-mana, or a 2-mana hasty 4/4 in the, if it has flying seems really powerful. And I guess kind of a vigilance effect. Stone Quill Serpent. All right, something with reach. That's really bad for us. So we'll go Sprite Dragon. We're gonna have to get this Rally of Wings earlier than later. No attacks. Pass the turn. Paradise, a Druid. White mana. No white mana. All right, so Winged Words. Throw the Sprite Dragon. Spectral Sailor or Healer's Hawk? I'd rather get more life gain out of these Rally of Wings, I guess. So, and we have more blue mana. Swing in there. Oh, right. Protection from multicolored. Oops. Nice. Wicked Wolf. I mean, that's the one that didn't do anything, so I'm actually fine with that. Cool. All right. Man, another white source would have been great there. All right, attack in, guess. We're gonna take him out with this Rally of Wings. Okay, Rally of Wings. Gain a bunch of life, that is very helpful. Steam Vents tapped, pass the turn. Rally of Wings number 2 is gonna be great. The life gain, the life swing there should be enough to win it for us. Swings in, no blocks. This is just mono green. I mean, we actually want the Spectral Sailor to draw cards here. So yeah, that's fine. Pass the turn. Not being able to gain life is annoying though, or as much life. We only get to play one of these. Skycat Sovereign. Attack in. And these Wicked Wolves have been brutal. Down to 15 though. We're not quite winning the race at the moment. The Rally of Wings will help. No blocks. I mean, this can create a blocker for us every turn and give it a pump, basically. And then when we need to, we Rally of Wings for the win. 7 mana. Is this just a massive Stonecoil Serpent? Of course it is. Of course it is. Nice. Dude, we've been running up against the decks that just happen to hose us. I think that the number of things that have reach nowadays that are good is way different than it used to be. And so maybe flyers just aren't as good as they used to be. Let's cycle here. creating a token would have been nice, but I don't know if we can do much about this. I mean, we're nearly dead on the backswing. And so I think I'm debating if I just want to try to kill these Wicked Wolves. 7 plus 6, 13, 2, so 15 damage. Pass the turn. Oh, of course, it's a questing based. Oh my gosh. Dude, I mean, this is a great one. I think we would have won the race if we would have been able to swing in the early game. We would have brought them down to like 10 or so, and then that turn with Rally Wings would have won. We'll kill all the things and try to find an answer for Stone Cold Serpent. We have a bounce effect that we can run into, which is potentially enough. Bond of Flourishing. Another, oh my goodness gracious, sir. Just have everything, why don't ya? Okay, 7. 11. Yeah, okay, good game. Ah, my goodness. All right, so what did we find out with this deck? So yeah, we had some losses and some wins. And the wins were very decisive. I felt like we did really good with it. The losses with some clunky running made it very difficult, but at the same time, I think that this deck has potential. I think that we could have definitely run better. Like, we never found the Evercool Phoenix, which I feel like would actually be really good in the deck. But as far as just like a semi-budget deck where there's not as many rares that you need, like Skycat Sovereign really good, Everquill Phoenix really good. I think that even putting a little bit more onto the Sprite Dragon was really nice. Like Lightning Stormkin is automatically a 2/2, so that's really nice. Being able to have it, but I think you go 3 of each probably is actually better here. And Gust of Winds felt really strong. I think it was powerful, even at having it be sorcery speed. It was still powerful, and this is just one of those decks where it's like it's really good if things go very right, and we just happen to not have things go right for me. But I feel like you're going to be higher than 50% win rate with this deck most often. I just happen to have really bad luck. You guys saw the decks there, how bad luck some of those were. And maybe I need to be mulliganing a little bit more aggressively. I just don't like to mulligan very much. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video though. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.